mixing on this one.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Enough is enough. Mm-hmm. It's time to pop it, you know what I mean? Time to give me my flowers, you know what I mean? I don't want them later on when I ain't here.
I woke up feeling pissed, huh? First and foremost, just know this ain't a diss, huh? I gotta remember to take a breath. I got some stuff to get off of my chest. First the fat boys break up, then Slaughterhouse breaks up. G-Unit can't keep it together, can't even make up. Is it a lie? New York is flooded with artists. Turn on the radio and you only hear 4 or 5. I remember a time it wasn't double XL, we had unsigned hype. We need the torch back. Y'all can have the freshman class, we need the source back. That's how you know who was iller. We got excited off 5 mic albums, them cats delivered. Nowadays, everybody's a critic. Every rapper screaming gang, gang, wanna be killers. I can't forget, I'm pissed at Jack Thriller. 16 or better was real ill. This is 50, it was the real deal. As it grew, you threw models in the back. For us, it became less room. Shoved your face between legs and went from 16 or better to the sex room. And my line of spitting facts, I wanted to get these raps off and rap my ass off, but you became another asshole who killed the platform. And radio been left us. They add fuel to the fire and disrespect us. They love to forget us. And how 50 ruined New York rap and those in charge of music directors. Y'all killed the art, so now I'm pouring one out. Y'all put dudes in suits and ordered them to water us down. Still y'all playing all the silly rap. We need Big Tigger in the basement. BET bring Rap City back. Leave it to them and I can picture it now. Big Tigger killing it. Then it turns into a drill fest. Insert styrofoam cups mixed with syrup. 20 dudes in the back starting to turn up. Still we have YouTube, sometimes Vimeo. Cause BET and MTV don't play videos. It's all scripted reality shows, that's the reality though. It's a shame that this game brings pain when these artists die. The fake love comes out, my feet gets flooded with lies. Black Rob was sick, I watched that clip like whoa. DMX was in his final days, so he passed, I was like no. Before that, MF Doom passed on my birthday. Fred the Godson passed away in the worst way. Pop Smoke is pop cause the streets was watching. Even Huey got shot, no more Pop Lock and drop it. Damn, let me take another breath. I got some more to get off of my chest. Triple X killed, nominated. Mac Miller dies and gets nominated. Not hating, but what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure if these artists ain't die, it'd be the same named artists these awards would ignore. Lord forgive me, I gotta speak my mind. Is it a lie they did the same with Nipsey? March 9th represents the greatest of all time, and I can't forget 2-7 for Big Pun in the skies up in heaven. And rest in peace, Snip, we had to lay a king down on 411. Ray.
I don't think they were ready for that, bruh. I don't think they were ready for that. Why are you mute?
No, I'm not mute. I'm good.
Okay, you hear. I was like, what the fuck?
No, I'm looking at the screen. I see that we're not on screen.
Yeah, because we gotta do our little intro because they ain't deserve to see us without that intro.
Facts.
We are all gathered here today, motherfuckers, because as much as we love Suave Ramon, the Bar Christ has come back.
Hey.
Bask in the glory of the one and only Bar Christ, because we here and it's the Guerilla Talk podcast.
We here.
Ow! I feel like we're doing this like once every couple of months, but fuck it.
But fuck it.
Does some shit. We gotta make our bonding time happen again, bro.
Yeah.
So, how you been? Who you be?
Groovy, chilling, surviving day by day.
Since the last time we chilled here, right? What has been going on with you?
Not much. Just dropped an EP Friday titled From the Heart, which is the third part of the 4-part series from my Apartment 2F LP. All the songs from Apartment 2F has been broken up into 4 volumes. So pretty much. I'm like since Friday, I'm pretty like 2 days ago, still getting the feedback from people, still getting people listening to it and picking out their favorite songs. I mean, just like the overall response. So I've been taking it easy this last quarter.
How do you feel about the response to it? Because I was at the fleet call with you. I'm looking at you. I'm like, yo, I've never seen you like your face to certain things was, I mean, for me, hilarious. Because I don't know what you were thinking. I was trying to figure this shit out. I'm like, why do you look like that?
Nah, for the most part, I was just keeping a straight face. Like the girls nowadays call it resting bitch face.
That's what you call it, a resting bitch face.
For the most part, I didn't want to
I
didn't want to
see
show
when you're
like
mad at someone.
Say what?
I hate to see when you're mad at someone. I ain't on you.
No, like I just try to keep it normal. The thing is, this is the first time I've ever put anything out that when I say lyrical, I mean like underground bars, gritty.
Storytelling.
This is all storytelling and storytelling mixed with life experiences.
Yeah.
So that I combine together to tell the stories on these songs, because it's like, and the good thing about one of them is that someone thought I was actually talking about my dad, and I wasn't talking about my dad. I'm talking about
somebody else's dad.
Exactly. So it just sounds so real that for a second you're forgetting that here's a story about a youngin named Shorty. Like, Shorty is not my name. It's never been my name. So I'm telling this story, and I tie in things that are relatable, like people dealing with addiction and choosing the street life. So I'm tying all of that. So it's just one of them things that I've never put out something that personal, purely personal. And so me being on that call was like, all right, I'm ready to accept someone saying that they don't like it, because it's like, with everything nowadays, you're not really getting substance, you're not really getting content. So like somebody's gonna be the one to be like, oh, it's not my groove, I prefer something up. No, shockingly, all 5 songs they loved, and I just sat there and it's like, oh wow, like they're really rocking with this. That's why, like, for the most part, I just kept a straight face, because it's like, all right, I'm ready. Not that I'm sensitive to it, but when's the last time you heard something so personal, like straightforward, straight
From
through?
You.
Well, yeah, or anybody.
You did that song with Secrets. That's the last time I heard you really pour your heart out and like.
Well, then the thing too, I've done Midi Marie.
You also did
February 7th, which was for Pun.
You did the one that was the one that I inspired, unfortunately.
Well, that wasn't really. It wasn't. That was more of a response.
I get that, but you evoked emotion in it. Let's talk about it. You did feel a way about it, and it's okay to feel a way about it.
No, of course, but that song wasn't done to the effect of From the Heart.
Oh.
That one was like, all right, well, y'all want to say this with no fucking, with no credentials to back it up? Well, now I get to respond. Because the one thing I don't like is I don't like review shows. I've grown to dislike music review shows, because I just feel like, all right, so let me put this in better terms, because there's a lot of review shows and people are going to think that I'm dissing all review shows. If you're going to review an artist's music, you should maybe screen the song before you actually play it. Because you can easily not review a song if it sounds bad. And you can tell the person in the email why you're not going to do it on live to save them. Because think about it, a lot of artists don't have a home setup. So they go into the studio. Anything sounds amazing in the studio. It's when you leave the studio, that's when the sound of the song gets tested.
Yeah.
Now, you come out the studio and it might not even be the final version of the mixdown. So you're probably excited as hell. Like, yo, I'm gonna send this to get reviewed, and next thing you know, it's like, well, the vocals are low. The mix sucks. And now, if you think now you might have paid somebody so much money for them to tell you it's the final mix. Meanwhile, it's not the greatest mix in the world. So now you're trashing this artist live in front of a certain amount of people that's your normal audience. That's why I don't like review shows, because if I'm gonna do a review show, I'm gonna screen the song. I'm not even gonna like. I'm like, okay, now I can review this live. But if it sounds completely like it was done on inside of a fucking plastic bottle, I'm gonna send an email. Unfortunately, I can't review the song live, and I'm gonna break into detail why, and then I'm gonna tell them why I couldn't review it live. I'm like, yo, listen, I understand as an artist, we're our own investors, and I really don't want to out you publicly for your engineers doing this type of job to your song. Talk to your engineers to remix it, or give you all the stems so you could take it to somebody else to remix it, and then come back to me with a better sounding mix, and I'll review it live. That's why these review shows, I cringe at them. Not all of them, but the ones that I've come across that trash the artist, it's not cool at all. It's not cool.
I felt bad after that day too. Just saying.
No, I think, you know what I mean, like if I would have rather the Capital Tactics get played, but you didn't have it on hand, and you know that's the one thing. Like, you know, I don't know who they are. Still don't know who they are. I don't think I follow them. I don't know what
don't
they've
even have
done.
a show anymore, so it's not even anything to worry about.
Yeah, so they basically got on air
And talk shit for no reason.
right. And now everybody's not gonna like my music. I understand that. That's not the whole point of my thing. If you're gonna trash someone, at least give them something to go off. Maybe go back to the drawing board. Like, damn, we messed up on this. We messed up on this.
But then it also just goes to say, right? And this is not me throwing shade at them or at anyone, right? So let's talk about society that we're in. You've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing photography for almost half of my life. Everyone is coming out saying they could be a photographer and do this and do that. And the same thing with podcasting. You know what Rodman used to look like.
Yeah.
Did we ever think we're actually going to branch out and do all this stuff with the mentality we had a while ago? No. Like, if you don't put the time and the effort into it, you're not going to get results. So, but part of that is also blocking some of those people out, because they'll make an opinion and then fade into oblivion after. And then you're spending time here getting tight over stupid people. And years later, you would come to realize they don't got shit.
Yeah, that's why it's like, you know, if you're gonna criticize, like I say in the song, if you're gonna criticize an artist, at least give them something that they can work on. If you didn't like the way if you didn't like the way I recorded my second verse, you could have been like, yo, like, you know, you could have gave more emotion, or you could have did it this way, or you should have tried doing it this way. And I would have looked at it like, what if I would have done it that way? How would it have sound? Because like anybody who's been in the studio with me will tell you, if they give me a suggestion, I'm that type of person where it's like, let's try it. Let's see how it sounds. If it doesn't sound good, let's wait on that. Let's keep it there. And when we go back to it, if it doesn't tie into the sound of the song, then we scrap it. But if there's a way for it to work, then I'm with it, because at the end of the day, yes, you know, I listen to the song more than once when I'm writing it, but it's everybody else who has to listen to the song when it comes out. So when I'm in the booth and they say, "What do you think?" I give it right back. No, what do y'all think? Y'all the ones that gotta listen to this. So it's like when you criticize somebody, when you get on the airwaves and you criticize someone, remember that your voice is you have influence. You're an influencer. So if you go on air and say that someone is trash, guess what? If you have an audience, that audience is now going to think that that person is trash before even giving that person a chance. So
I know after podcasting for so long, our voices do hold weight. That's why, like certain things, we know I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the world. You know, I got deprived from the wrestling and the hip hop because someone in my culture wouldn't be allowed to listen to that stuff. It's not to them. It's not proper. You know, let's for the lack of saying, right? So if someone tells me something and I'm on live, I'll try to persuade it away because I'm not going to sit here and sound stupid trying to tell you something that I probably don't have the knowledge of. So I'm not going to critique someone if I'm not fully, what's the word? Understanding of whatever it may be. You know, when it comes, like I learned this music industry more in the management sense when I started working with you, right? You were very meticulous about the studio, so you told me about certain things to look out for and stuff like that. And even with live, like he showed me certain things about recording, what needs to be seen, what doesn't. You know, am I gonna go though on social media and say your song is trash? No, because I can't sit here and say I can understand the ins and outs of a studio. I'm still trying to run the podcast studio and learn from that.
And plus, even doing that, even doing something like that publicly, you know, I'm not, and it's like, you know, nobody should feel like they have to be a yes man or yes woman. But when you do something like that publicly to someone who you could potentially work with, you're already burning a bridge. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But there's ways of doing it, and that's why I was like, "Oh, Eminem is mad sensitive." No. There's certain ways of doing things with certain people. If you don't like it, just say it's not for you. Trust me, there's a bunch of Eminem songs that I don't like. They're just not for me.
Like which ones?
Oh my god!
Why'd you do that now? Why we have to start that? Ray,
come on, and you know, Eminem Pun is.
You couldn't pick someone else of all people to get
because he's the one person that a lot of people don't give the props he deserves. So like, you know, when it comes to M, like there's certain people that I know that's like, yo, I bet you love it. Listen, the first Shady compilation I didn't like. The Shady XV joint didn't like. There are Eminem songs out there, or even verses, that I don't like because they're not for me.
What do you feel like is the worst verse Eminem ever spit?
I don't really think it's like it's a worse verse
or
that he's ever
song,
spit.
or the worst song he has.
What's one song of his that I don't like? You know what? For a while, there was an M song. Excuse me. There was an M song that I kept skipping because I just didn't like the way it started.
Which one?
Like I'm very detailed. Like there's certain things, like I'll tell you right now, I gotta go to the album. I'm very like, even when I listen to beats, when I'm looking through beats, yo, you got like the first 5-10 seconds. If the beat starts off a certain way and I just don't like it, I'm not giving it the chance of day.
Who were we talking to? Do you? It had to have been. We had this conversation together with somebody, right? But we were. I believe it was you. Don't remember who it was, but they said I want to turn it off after the first 30 seconds of the song. You know it's trash.
I forgot.
You know what but you remember that, right? Or something similar to that.
Yeah, because I know I've said that. I've said it, but I've said it more towards beats. But I'm pretty sure we were talking to someone that said the same thing. One song from him that I don't like, I'll forever skip over it, is Favorite Bitch from Music to Be Murdered By, that features
Okay.
Ty Dolla $ign. I skipped that. I skipped These Demons.
Wait, if we're going to that project, there was a couple of skips on that project. Hold on.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Not like I'm not one of them fans that is like he can do no wrong. No, there is M songs out there that I will skip because I'm just not a fan of it. Someone else might love it, not so much me. From Revival, Chloroseptic, I love the remix because
The one
M
with
Slaughter
this dude
with the remix with two chains and Fresher.
Yes.
M torched that verse. That one I listened to over the version that's on Revival, which is just featuring Fresher on the hook. What else? Like Home featuring Alicia Keys gets skipped all the time. What else? Nowhere Fast featuring Kehlani skipped. You know, there's a ton of M songs that I just don't listen to because I don't like them. If somebody else might love them, but I'm not that someone else, and that's why it's like, you know what I mean? People are gonna like what you do, and there's gonna people that don't like what you do, and it has nothing to do with being sensitive. You know, like you create the music that you want that you love listening to.
I forgot which song it is, and I don't want to play it because if I play it, we're gonna get canceled right away.
Oh yeah, no, because YouTube ain't playing.
Yeah, it was one of those outro songs he did, and I forgot if it's side B or side A, and he's just talking about normalism and shit like that. I fall asleep every time I fucking hear that song.
Yeah, like
personally,
there's an end track that is no beat. It's just him rapping. Damn, what's it? Hold on, I'm going back to M's catalog now. I'll tell you right now. The King and I featuring CeeLo Green from the Elvis soundtrack.
Yes.
I never listened to that.
No lie though, the best song in my opinion on Music to Be Murdered By is Yeah. Super Backpack. Super, I remember playing that shit every day in the fucking gym. And my trainer used to look at me so fucking dumbfounded, like, what's wrong with me? Because I'm just here rapping so long in the fucking headphone.
The M joint I'm talking about is called Campaign Speech.
Ooh,
never listened to it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Never listened to it.
I mean, it's kind of hard because
I give it a listen the first time, but once I realize this is not something for me, I'll never play it again. And that goes not only with M, that goes with anybody.
It's with M. Like, you remember that BET cipher he did where he started pretty much talking about the politics and shit like that? Like, that made me fall asleep because, yeah, do I want rappers talking about what the fuck is going on? Yes, it would be great if they're knowledgeable, but you made the whole thing about politics, bro. The whole thing.
Yeah, but I can understand why he did it, and nobody else was doing it.
I get it. You want to inform, but for me, that was just a little too much on the politics scale. That was me that got the ping. Mommy was saying.
No, I know. Check your chat.
I checked the chat. Oh, I got mail. Okay. So, what am I playing, Ray? I got Diosas. Can I play Diosas?
Yeah.
Yay! Diosas.
Speedy baby. Suave Ramon.
Yeah, as I sit and reminisce, think about the sexy mommies that your boy's trying to kiss. Like J-Lo whenever she dances. I love a Puerto Rican princess like Jocelyn Hernandez. Give me Zoe Saldana and Rosie in a blender. Mix them together, get the star, I think I call her Brenda. Trust it, I'm about to holler at Carmen Luvana. After that, I'm bagging Victoria Justice. Yeah, it started out as a leak, then it became a stream flowing out Rosario Dawson's Creek. Often we be thinking cinema, movies, sipping Mondas, whether it's Goya or India. I love a mommy on fire, minus the lighter, so I'm out to Exotica for a rider. Sheena, who's thick and fly like Justina Machado. See me, I need me an AOC. Chula.
Solamente quiero que sepas que tú eres una reina como quiera. No me importa de dónde vengas, porque todos los días yo te digo que eres una diosa, diosa, that is what I call you. Diosa, diosa, there's no one above you. And I just want the people to see what I mean, so I put you on a pedestal so everyone can see that you're a god.
She got a body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Puerto Rican thick mommy from the Bronx, oh Johnny. I'm just kicking game to Erica Mena, even if I have to sin with Dominicans. All I need is una, whether it's Dasha Polanco or Cat DeLuna. Mira, flipping through Max and Mag, I saw a Puerto Rican goddess named Jasmine Loren. It might sound foul, but if I trump that, shooting my shot, I don't need no paper towels. Jasmine said, Ray, hold it down. For Puerto Ricans all around, time to switch your sound. I'm in the class, name with the rest. Bodega Bams, Nicky Jam, now I'm named with the best. Yeah, what don't you get? I'm Puerto Rican to the reign of Puerto Rican left, right.
Solamente quiero que sepas que tú eres una reina como quiera. No me importa de dónde vengas, porque todos los días yo te digo que eres una diosa, diosa, that is what I call you. Diosa, diosa, there's no one above you. And I just want the people to see what I mean, so I put you on a pedestal so everyone can see that you're a god. Solamente quiero que sepas que tú eres una reina como quiera. No me importa de dónde vengas, porque todos los días yo te digo que eres una diosa, diosa, that is what I call you. Diosa, diosa, there's no one above you. And I just want the people to see what I mean, so I put you on a pedestal so everyone can see that you're a goddess.
Plain Jane, no rollie, I got the time to flex. Philly bed set, now that's designer sex. Grown ass man, I'ma meet you on a higher plane. They in the club driving boats, I'm trying to take you places where you fly the plane. Stamps on your passport, experience. Them hoes want your life, they Eddie Murphy delirious. Your ex start calling you XM like Sirius. Top speed and drift like it's Fast and the Furious. Next is the his and hers off the lot. Never worry when them niggas shoot they shot, cause when the lights on and them cameras start flashing at the drop, my little baby grip the arm like a watch, and that's a fact. I'm too old to be playing with you, too grown to be doing kid things when I'm laying with you. Truth be told, I ain't playing at all. I got a question, baby, why don't we fall?
Why don't we fall? Why don't we fall? Just know I'm able to handle it. Why don't we fall? Why don't we fall? Yeah, I know our love will be dangerous. Baby, you're chilling in these streets, and I know a couple things, and maybe I can get along. So what is up? What is up? So what's up? Why don't we fall?
Her body real and she know a lot. Down for the photo op. Haters gon' say that it was Photoshop. She mind her business, but she know the ops. Let somebody try it, I promise she get it poppin' like a soda top. Rollin' the trenches, so she good for the glamour. Know her way around the tools, so she good with a hammer. But don't ever get it confused, you getting used if you jam her. Mouth so slick, Nelly respect the use of a grammar. Ain't nobody in my eyes, it's only me and you. Vacations on the island, that's from me to you. Water so clear, look down, you can see the blue. And crib so big, it take a week just to see the view. I'm too old to be playing with you. Too grown to be doing kid things when I'm laying with you. Truth be told, I ain't playing at all. I got a question, baby, why don't we fall?
I'm not playing any games, I want you back to it. Everyone's saying that this is such a bad move. I can't listen cause my heart only got you in it. Got me in my feelings. You think I'm impressed with the cars and the money and the clothes. You think that this is what I'm on. My love for you is so endless and there's no pretending. And I want everyone to know. Fuck that chill shit out to the world. Just wondering if I could be your girl. Truth be told, I always get what I want. I got a question, baby, why don't we fall? Why don't we fall? Why don't we fall? Just know I'm able to handle it. Why don't we fall? Why don't we fall? Yeah, I know our love will be dangerous. Baby, you're chilling in these streets and I know a couple things and maybe I can get along. So boy, what's up? Boy, what's up? So what's up? Why don't we fall?
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Feedback. What up,
Shout
what
to
up?
Coney.
Wow. Shout out to Coney, yes. You know, that's my homegirl Sky on that fucking track, bro. Like, she's up and coming, but she does have I think she has the potential to really make it out there, bro. But we're going to get caught on this music conversation and forget why we actually here. So how about you roll out that first topic for us?
All right. First topic. CM Punk comments on WWE in-ring return against Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio.
Meh. Continue.
So, all right. Let me know. Do you still see me on camera?
Yes, I do.
All right. Just want to make sure. If you want, take that topic because I'm waiting for the pages and loading fast enough for me.
I got you. You fix what you gotta fix. I take it. I got you. This just in. CM Punk comments on WWE in-ring return against Dominic Mysterio. Apparently, this has been a long time coming, but CM Punk is ready to punch fucking Dominic in the face. The best in the world still works as a commentator for Cage Fury Fighting Championship, CFFC, in addition to his role as a WWE superstar. At the CFFC 128 show in Atlantic City, New Jersey on Friday, the WWE Raw superstar sent a message to Dirty Dom ahead of their scheduled showdown as part of the WWE Holiday Tour. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there on the 30th, you better be watching some grappling, he began. Unless you're in LA, come out to the Kia Forum, watch me beat up Dirty Dominic. Punk continued, I have been wanting to punch this kid in the face since he was 8 years old. Now he's legal and I can destroy him. Why this match?
That's hilarious.
Why this match? You would think if you're gonna do all of this, bring CM Punk back so he could fight Dominic in a house show? Yeah, you guys have to be that desperate to make his debut back on the E a holiday show because you want people to buy your holiday show tickets.
They should have did that as a Peacock exclusive.
Oh, a premium live event?
Yeah, just like how they did the shit with Brock. Was it Beast in the East, something like that?
The what?
I think they did this network exclusive Brock Lesnar. Where I think it was called Beast in the East. I think he fought like the whole New Day, something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, they should have did as a premium event for Peacock.
But no, what do we know? We're just a motherfucking fan. And then on top of that, Who the fuck really wants? I mean, I get it. Dominic is fucking annoying. He's like a little child, a little man child.
I think Dom is probably one of the best things WWE has going right now.
Like, be that as it may, I don't know. There's some people we like in the E, and there's some people we don't. And Dom is just really not clicking to me. Like, I did think that, like, even though he's trying to pull off the Eddie Guerrero thing, the fact that he's doing this mommy thing, to me, makes him look like a little bitch.
But it's working because it got you talking about it.
I mean, but
mission accomplished.
That's the whole point of wrestling, though. For him to be a heel to say what we don't like about it. I know that I'm talking about him. Like, WWE played the card well, but just even when he was wrestling with his dad, like, I liked it because it was a father-son thing. I didn't like it because Dominic actually impressed me.
But it got stale.
You know, I feel like he just has more learning to do, and they're just overhyping him.
Oh no, he does. He definitely got more to do to progress. Yeah, was Ray ever a heel? I think Ray's the Spanish John Cena. I don't think that guy's ever gone heel before. Like, legitimately gone heel.
So after Masterpiece's departure from WCW, Mysterio formed a stable with Eddie Guerrero and Billy Kidman, known as the Filthy Animals, turning heel for the first time in his career.
Wow. I never remembered that. I didn't even know he was here. I know that, you know, there was also the LWO. How long did that heel run last?
I don't know, but they say that Ultimate Warrior and Rey Mysterio are the ones that stay most true to being a face. And they say Baron Corbin and Randy. Oh no. They said Ultimate Warrior didn't ever turn heel.
Mm-hmm.
Baron Corbin never will turn face. Rey Mysterio, Iron Sheik never turned face.
Mm-hmm.
This is all via Sportspedia, by the way. And then they said Randy Orton will never turn heel, which I feel like that's kind of weird.
Yeah, because he's been heel.
I think that was a little inaccurate.
Goldberg went heel for like a day.
What does that even look like? You're next.
Probably, but like, I'm next.
You're next.
Yeah, no, that shit didn't last long. And he told the story of why it didn't, you know, that only lasted like a day, because I think he was supposed to do like a meet and greet after for like a Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
And the person that he was supposed to meet after fucking bawling their eyes out because of the type of heel turn that he did. And he fucking went to, I think, the producers or somebody, and he was like, yo, change that shit. And they changed him back to a face. So yeah, no, that shit only lasted a day.
How do you feel that CM Punk's first match is during a holiday show? I mean, that's weird.
CM Punk's fucking first legitimate promo was the tribute to the troops. I would have held off. I would have had him come out and say less and send the crowd home happy. But why make his first freaking promo?
I'm home?
Yeah, or just a regular Raw. Like, why? Tribute for the troops. Have him run in and do a save. Not a damn promo.
I feel like with everything that's been happening with the Vince stuff, the sale of Endeavor, like with Endeavor, all of these things, they're like scrambling, trying to keep looking like they're on top.
Yeah, I guess.
So you ready to talk about it, sir?
Lay it on me.
Spliff Morgan, everyone.
La 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 la.
Listen,
Smoke weed every day.
Oh man. The WWE still has plans that are unaffected by Miss Morgan's, aka Janet Daddio, synthetic weed arrest. First of all, you could just say a motherfucking vape because every time I hear the word synthetic weed, I know that's K2. So I dead saw it for 3 days. She was smoking K2 in her car. Like, I need these fucking dirt sheets and Bleacher Report. They gotta do better with the writing, bro. It's a fucking vape. Not saying that's better. And I don't understand. I can understand the driving irrationally, right? It doesn't make sense that there was an odor, but they say she had a vape. Because the vape's not supposed to smell.
Hold on. Sorry to do this. We're gonna take a big risk with what I'm about to do. We gotta do it one time for Liv. Hold up. Liv, this is for you. Smoke that shit. Smoke that shit. Smoke it. 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 Light it up. Light it up. Go ahead. 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 All right, that's enough.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
We're gonna go viral with that one.
We will, right? But according to PW Mania, the news of Liv Morgan's arrest on Thursday found its way online to the media Friday. The E was aware of it as soon as it happened and long before it was public knowledge. The WWE executive spoke with Liv with Liv after the arrest. She kept the information in a small circle to avoid it getting out earlier than it eventually did. Her arrest garnered no heat behind the scenes. WWE had Morgan's creatives pencil in for her return to television in 2024, and this will reportedly have no effect on those plans. The report adds that Morgan will be back in the storylines for the build to WrestleMania 40 and was said to be very much in the mix for a top high-profile program. It's worth noting that there have been several talents with DUI arrests that have remained with the company in the past, and Morgan was not charged with anything as criminally serious as a DUI. Another note from the report is that the vape pen that was included in the list of charges for Morgan's arrest actually belonged to someone else, and it was left in Morgan Street. I call bullshit regardless on that part. Because you still were driving erratically.
Theoretically.
I'm sorry. You went hip hop, I went hip hop.
But if the The vape wasn't hers. Well, are they suspending her for being, reckless behind the wheel?
No, they still. I think the thing was about marijuana, but I think they also did it to make some type of statement, like, yeah, she's suspended, but she's not supposed to come back till 2024 anyways.
Yeah. I'm just saying if she's returning during the Rumble.
No, it's not because she's not. Because if you think of it like this, she is arraigned in February. I don't think they would put her in to start any storylines that they can't finish.
Well, they can always put in the Rumble and have her eliminated.
What's the point?
The point is her music hits. She comes out with a bag of Doritos, showing that she got the munchies. If she could be reckless behind the wheel, then she could pull a Titus O'Neil on her way to the ring, get in the ring, get her ass eliminated. She picks up the bag of Doritos and walks back to the locker room eating it. There you go. I just booked the best fucking Royal Rumble ever.
Dummy, yeah. Yeah. Dummy, yeah. Yeah. Dummy, yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Smart booking.
Oh God.
Or she could just exit. She could come out to Riddle's song. That'll throw everybody off.
Imagine she had the RVD type looking shirt.
Liv Riddle.
Liv Van Dam.
Oh, nice.
Spliff Morgan, aka Liv Van Dam.
Liv Doggy Dog.
Oh shit, Dr.
Yes.
Liv.
Liv Doggy Dog. That's a nice little corn hub name.
Stop it, we're not doing that. So
someone got to do God's work.
I thought that was you with your Pornhub streams.
Nah, they threw another one of my videos off. Got to re-upload it again.
What the hell?
I don't know, man. They playing with me. I don't know. I might have to title my shit differently. They can stop playing with me.
I told you to stop wearing the Obama mask, bro.
Yeah.
In the name of Terry Crews, man, what you doing?
Shit. Moving on to the next topic. I got it. WWE working on a new concept called WWE Speed. Prior to the live WWE SmackDown broadcast, the company debuted a new concept called WWE Speed. It's basically 5-minute matches. Bronson Reed defeated Nathan Frazier of NXT, and Cedric Alexander defeated Axum in the first WWE Speed match. With Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick on commentary, it appears that these matches will air somewhere, possibly on WWE's social media channels. Each match featured a WWE Speed graphic and a countdown timer. The LED boards around the ring featured wrestlers from all brands. I'm sorry, that's nobody.
It sounds like speed dating, bro.
No, that sounds like a horrible quickie. WWE Speed. Why don't we just fucking hire Keanu Reeves to fucking be the special guest referee, and then hire Sandra Bullock for the women's wrestlers if we're gonna just throw speed around?
I feel like it's just WWE speed dating.
That's a waste of time. And you know what's worse is that people pay tickets to go see a show, and they got to go watch that bullshit. Like, give me my goddamn money back.
I don't appreciate this. Come on, WWE. You would think after getting with Endeavor, you would come up with some better ideas.
That's a horrible idea. Anyways, that's horrible.
You're not speeding?
Nah, hell no. I like taking my time, ladies.
He's single, by the way.
Suave speed.
Pregnancy speed.
Energizer bunny.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be an ant.
So we're gonna flip that brand over to Mr. All Elite.
Mr. Khan.
Tony Khan fires back at former WCW wrestler for criticizing AEW because, of course, there are sensitive people in this world. Now let's get into it. Following the conclusion of this week's edition of AEW Collision, AEW President Tony Khan, Sir Sensitive, commented on the show and wrote the following on Twitter/X. Thank you all who watched Saturday night AEW Collision tonight on TNT. I thought that tonight's show was one of our best. Plus, I think we're on a great run of shows. AEW fans, how are you feeling? Tony, don't ever ask anybody how they're feeling if you're not going to like the answer. Back to the story. Former WCW wrestler Disco Inferno replied to Tony Khan with, like the shows need a reset. Thank you, Disco. Thank you. And Khan fired back with the belief that you're an irrelevant parasite unites the entire pro wrestling community. Disco then clapped back with, if I am irrelevant, how did I unite the wrestling community? And if the wrestling community is united by someone who is irrelevant, what does that say about the wrestling community? Love to hear the answers.
I mean, you and I have had talks about how we feel about the wrestling community. There's a lot of bias. There's a lot of everything. And we see that coming from the head of AEW himself.
Yeah, but this is the same company that got Stevie Richards' video taken off of YouTube because Stevie spoke honestly about how they handled the whole concussion shit with Mox.
You don't remember how they treated Big Swole?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yo, and crazy that you even mentioned her name because I even forgot about her. No disrespect to her, but it's just, the mistreatment of how AEW, you know what I mean? Like, did her wrong.
So I feel like he's just that little boy, when they haven't hit puberty yet.
Tony likes yes people in his corner, and it sucks because I like AEW. There's a lot that I don't like about AEW, but I like AEW.
I like Collision, and I could watch it when in my free time, and I like watching the pay-per-views.
AEW has been able to give us dream matches. Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega. We would have never got that in WWE. And that's just one of many matches that we were able to get from look, AEW and New Japan. We would have never got that from WWE.
We still won't get that from WWE.
One day, I hope. There's some hope in there that Trips actually can stop being competitive and
I would love Trips in the perfect world. I would love Trips to just somehow become a billionaire like Vince McMahon and buy WWE as a whole and buy out Vince McMahon and just fucking run the fucking brand how you want to run it.
Word.
Like Vince is not there no more because he gotta hide and all of this good shit. But wrestling needs to just do better. I'll read about it more than I'll watch it nowadays.
Yeah. But as far as Tony Khan, firing off on Disco, bro, you're a dude who likes yes men in his corner.
We lost a lot.
You can't talk bad about AEW because then your video gets taken down and he doesn't like that, and if you're media, you're banned from the media scrum. It's just Bro, stop being so sensitive. Grow up, man.
Like, what happened to Jack Perry, bro?
Look at that. All that, and Punk is not even with the company.
Like you,
At this point, Perry better be the damn devil.
like there's nothing wrong with a reset on a brand.
Yeah.
Like you bought fucking Ring of Honor, bro. What are you doing with it? You wasted them.
The Ring of Honor under Tony Khan is for for a while. At the beginning, I was like, yo, that's so dope because someone like I've always heard of Ring of Honor, never been to a show, never seen a show. Now it gets to be televised to where I can see it. And what we're left with is just another AEW show. Ring of Honor does not stand out as Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor stands out like
AEW developmental.
like a WCW Thunder, WWF Saturday Night Live, or Shotgun Saturday Night. Ring of Honor doesn't stand out like Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is just another AEW show.
And that's bad because
the legacy is ruined.
Yeah. Like, how do you take a First of all, you took all these legacies of some of our favorite wrestlers that are there, right? And you're fucking them up. I personally wish Sting had stayed retired and not come to AEW. And he kept what he had. I like what AEW did with Christian. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Christian's the best veteran wrestler
they
has.
got right now.
Fucking hilarious. Hilarious. When he does his promos, they're so brutal, but they're hilarious. He's the best veteran that they have on the roster.
The way he talked about Beth to Edge,
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I know that none of this is true.
Yeah, no, it's just like, how do you keep a straight face, man? I just want to burst out laughing, like yo, how can you get mad at that? But as far as Tony Khan, I just hope one day he wakes up and he realizes it, man. Because
before he ruins the careers of very talented people.
Yeah, fucking. If Dixie Carter couldn't do it, what makes you think? Yeah, I mean, like AEW already surpassed Impact on so many levels. Even Jeff Jarrett's promotion that he tried to do, but it's just like there's no sense of direction. Everybody's doing what they feel they want to do, and you're a fan of wrestling, so you're a fan of all this crap. But at the end of the day, like there has to be some type of structure.
Do you feel like that has to do with Cody leaving?
Maybe to an extent. Maybe because once they weren't meshing, Cody fell back from his position in the company, and then for a while he was wrestling under no contract based off of a handshake. He honored, like he kept his word. He honored his word. Like not everybody in AEW is happy. I'm sorry. There's just too many reports, and I solely believe if only there was structure, then it'll work the way it should be working. It should be working. There's no creative. There's a lack of storylines. Yes, we got the dream matches, but there's no storylines.
Like, why are they beefing? Like, what's Eddie Kingston's real problem?
Right. There's they could have worked more on Santana and Ortiz. The Jericho Appreciation Society should have never been a thing. There's so much that they can improve on. Like, cut all these groups. You got a stacked roster.
I mean, and just also, like, if we talk about Ring of Honor, I feel like they could have done better to the Briscoe brothers.
Tony should let go of Ring of Honor. He should sell Ring of Honor. He should let go of Ring of Honor. Honestly, Ring of Honor to me serves no purpose under Tony Khan. Yeah, it might be getting the televised views, but the quality of what Ring of Honor, you know what I mean? Like, there's legendary matches that came out of Ring of Honor. That's like the ECW rebrand under WWE. It was just another WWE show. It served no purpose. Fam, let it go. Sell Ring of Honor, so somebody that knows what's supposed to happen is gonna do what they're supposed to do, and that's it. Just it gives somebody you got wrestlers that get work.
But then you also got wrestlers who can get airtime, and that's why I was saying about the Briscoes, right? Because you remember the tribute that they did for Jay when he got killed? It was supposed to air on TV, but because of whatever issues the Briscoes had with Warner Brothers, or was something they had said, or something that
I didn't know what you're talking
Mark
about.
said something. Mark said some shit, and that they thought it wasn't appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, bro, he's still the brother of the person that passed away.
Yeah.
The death and that's what I don't like. Death had nothing to do. The dead person had nothing to do with that. Yes, were they part of the same tag team? Yes, but Mark said what he said years ago, and you're here taking it up the ass.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because Benoit got a fucking tribute show. Benoit, which is still questionable to this day. But since people were like relying on we want to say news facts, he still got a tribute show, even being labeled as a murderer. So
did Snuka get a tribute? Didn't he kill somebody?
Yeah. And they still mention Snuka's name. They might not mention Benoit's name, but they still mention Snuka's name.
And the thing with Benoit, I'm not condoning that he killed people.
No, but it's just, in comparison to the Briscoes.
But Benoit dying was tragic too, if you really think about it, because when I was watching some shit, and it wasn't Dark Side of the Ring. It was like one of those. You remember that channel where they always talk about like the autopsies of the famous people and shit like that?
Yeah.
So I was watching it, and they were saying he had so many blows to the head that they saw it, because Benoit was what, in his mid-30s when he died?
Damn, really? Was it mid-30s?
I don't know. I'm guessing right now, right? You could Google it and tell me if I'm wrong, right? But they said that he had the brain capacity, like his brain was the same way of a 70-year-old with Alzheimer's. The same thing with Aaron Hernandez. It was just so bad. I can, as a human, understand why it happened. I'm not saying it's right.
I think he passed that 40.
Okay, but you see,
he's still young.
Like, you're a young dude with the mind of a goddamn 80-year-old with Alzheimer's. What the fuck? And back then, they didn't have the medicine they had now and this fucking AI technology shit that'll fix everything.
Word.
Come on. Like, I don't know. We gotta get it together. We just gotta get it.
Tony Khan, here's a piece of advice. Stop being a bitch and sell Ring of Honor. There you go.
Or give it to someone that can manage it better than you.
Just get it out from under AEW. Let Ring of Honor go back to being an established independent promotion. Give up Ring of Honor. You're doing more damage to it than you're doing good. The only good thing about Ring of Honor right now is that it's getting the televised views that it could have gotten years ago, but it's not a good product. It's not a good product.
Not anymore. I'd rather watch old Ring of Honor on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so next up.
I'm sad. True. I gotta do it, but I'm sad. I'm sorry. Why, Kenny? Why? Why, AEW? Why?
Another ruined storyline.
Why? Kenny Omega is out indefinitely.
That ruins that. It ruins the plans for the Golden Jets, which sounds super sus. I don't like the name of that team. It sounds like a fast fucking golden shower. Golden Jets. Like your fast peers. But as much as I don't like the name, don't like the direction of the tag team champions. It's a very odd team. Seems like we don't got nothing. We don't got nothing in the cards for Big Bill. We don't got nothing in the cards for Ricky Starks. Hey, let's just put them together and put the tag titles on them. Congratulations, you succeeded.
Congratulations, you fucked up.
So, as PWMania.com previously reported, Kenny Omega announced in the caption of a photo of himself in the hospital on Friday night that he was out indefinitely. Fightful's Sean Ross Cap reported that Omega was hospitalized after being diagnosed with, I don't even know how to say this.
I got you. Hold on. Diverticulitis.
Yeah, that. This will have an impact on AEW's plans for its World End 2023 pay-per-view event, which will take place on Saturday, December 30th, 2023, from the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Long Island, New York, with AEW World Tag Team Champions Ricky Starks and Big Bill defending against the Golden the Golden Jets, Chris Jericho, and Kenny Omega. Dave Meltzer explained what Omega was going through prior to the announcement on Wrestling Observer Radio. I did not. That's too long. Hey, pretty much Kenny Omega is injured. Hey, have at it if you want to read that long ass paragraph.
I mean, apparently I have more patience than you do.
Yeah, no, that's too much. Meltzer, that was a lot for Meltzer to say.
It's not suave enough for him. I did not hear if he had surgery yet on it, but he was rushed to the hospital on Friday. He's been in a lot of pain, and thought what happened was, as you probably all remember, that he had a hernia in 2022 that was really, really bad, causing him to have that long period off. And he had been hurting really, really bad. And he had presumed it was a hernia. He had bloating, which he presumed was another hernia. And he thought that he may have messed up his diet somehow and eating completely wrong. He kept training and working on it and felt like he had problems. He did the match with Ethan Page on last week's Collision. He was hurting really bad on Wednesday when he did the promo with Jericho on Dynamite. And by that point, it was so bad that he went to the hospital and found out that he had diverticulitis. It was a really bad situation in the sense of he had not gotten another day or so. It would have been horrendous. He, I guess, is fine. I heard from him and just kind of said that he was in pain, had trouble sleeping, but it's okay because he just thought it was the hernia acting up again. And once he found out, it was said it could have been a really, really bad complication. I don't know how long he's going to be out, and I don't think anyone else does. It's just a very serious situation by the time he got to the hospital. So I'm about to go look up what's this diverticulitis type thing.
And he just got back from injury not long ago.
But that was the thing. But that's the thing, right? He thought it was a hernia. It wasn't it. So, diverticulitis occurs when small bulging pouches develop in your digestive tract. When one or more of these pouches become inflamed or infected, the condition is called diverticulitis. Wow. It causes pain, fever, nausea, and a change in bowel habits.
Oh, that means he couldn't take a shit properly.
I hate you.
That's some shit. Shit happens.
Hey, yo.
I'm so upset though. So Kenny Omega, like, mind you, okay, I had a thing for him for a little bit, but that whatever. It wasn't like the Kevin Owens love. So he got me interested in watching fucking AEW. Like when he first did that New Japan match against fucking Jericho, that's where I was like, okay, yo, that shit was fired.
Mm.
So it just kind of sucks when your favorite people go out on injury, or whatever this considered.
Right. All right. Here it goes.
Here we
Next
go
topic.
toward the end.
Go ahead, you can take this one.
The end is near for Bryan Danielson after his latest Continental Classic victory. After his victory over Brody King on the main event of Saturday night, Winter's Coming special edition of AEW Collision on TNT from the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland, Texas, the American Dragon spoke about his looming in-ring retirement. Usually you guys catch me while I'm meditating, but I wasn't meditating because I was getting yelled at by Doc Stamson, he said. I know when I'm in the locker room, I'm going to be yelled at. I'm going to be getting yelled at from my wife. When I get home tomorrow, my daughter's going to see me and cry. My son, he's going to say, "Arg, matey," and then try to hit me in the eye. But I know it's coming. My wife is going to ask me why. The answer is also a question, he continued. What are you going to do with this one wild and precious life? For me, I'm going to fight. That's what brings me joy. That's what makes me feel alive. And I've got it for less than a year now. I can feel the end coming, but the end is not yet. I'm still in the game and still have a chance to make it to the semifinals of the Continental Classic. Do you know how long I've waited to be on a tournament like this with these men? Somebody like Brody King just going after me, knowing I'm hurt and knowing everything he's got. Do you know how much I love that? I might hurt, but I love this. During a post-match interview, the Blackpool Combat Club member spoke about the tournament showdown against Claudio Castagnoli. Next week, me and Claudio, a man that I've known for over 20 years, do I think he's going after my eye, given that we are friends, given that we are teammates? I damn well hope he does, because that's how we train in BCC, because I don't want to win with people going half-assed. If you're getting in the ring with Bryan Danielson, you better give it everything you've got, because Claudio, next week, I'm bringing everything I've got.
Right on.
My man's got a point. I mean, it's true. Like, how long can he keep going? One, he doesn't want to get injured to the point where he can't enjoy retirement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he does have 2 kids that do need his attention. Like, it's different nowadays. You know, he's lucky he got Brie helping him out right now with the kids. I'm pretty sure she would like to have a wrestling career again. Obviously not at the E, but somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, maybe she wants to live her dreams for a little bit while she can.
Right.
You know, if AJ Lee could do it. See what I did there?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure AJ Lee won't get out of her contract to go to the E right away.
Wait, which contract?
Isn't AJ Lee still with MLW, either Women of Wrestling or MLW?
I thought she got out of it. I could have sworn I saw an announcement.
I thought she was in it still.
No, I'm looking it up now. Yeah, August 7th, the report was April Mendez, aka formerly known as AJ Lee, is leaving Women of Wrestling. It was from Cage Side Seats. That's one of the because I remember seeing the on No DQ. I remember seeing that she was departing from WoW.
That's crazy. Ah, man. Damn, she might debut in the East soon then. That's what you're essentially telling me.
I mean, I'd rather her be a coach down at NXT.
Do you see them taking her?
Who?
Like, do you see the E taking her and actually giving her a solid run?
To wrestle?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but honestly, I'd rather see her in a producer role.
And then who would she be fighting? Like people like Zelina?
No. I'd feed her to the Charlottes and the Beckys. She cut a hell of a promo back then. I'd put her right back in that mix. I'll put her in the mix to take the title off of Io.
Ooh. And then if Sasha comes back, like she claims she wants to, but WWE would have to pay her like big money.
Yeah, I saw somebody else say the same thing I said. That honestly, I don't think Sasha is worth whatever she's asking for.
I don't think she built herself up completely to the way Cody did.
Yeah, like you're not worth, like that's ego talk. You're not worth what you're asking for.
But I heard she's a very self-centered person. There's been reports of her just looking out for her type shit. Do I feel like she was on a good track doing the modeling and everything that she was doing with Naomi? I love how Naomi is turning out in Impact.
Yeah, she should just keep, stay in Japan. You got the freedom to do the how you say, the Mandalorian.
Okay.
Keep doing your fucking thing. Your name is not ready to come back to WWE. You need to build up. Fucking go to Impact. Kill it. You got the freedom to go to all these promotions and wrestle. You haven't built yourself up enough to come back. And whatever you're asking for, obviously it's a lot of money. Remember, you walked out. Your name is not as big as CM Punk or Cody's to where you can do that.
Yeah.
Now, if they sign her, maybe it's a trips thing. But if they was to sign her and give her the money, which they'll probably regret, the fantasy booking would be have Damage Control turn on Bayley. Bayley does something to cost maybe Io the title, build up for Mania, and the dream match would have been Damage Control with Dakota versus the Four Horsewomen.
Ooh, that's nasty.
That would have been the legitimate fucking way to book that.
That's
have cost Io the title at Elimination Chamber, because Elimination Chamber is before Mania, and build that up for Mania, and night 1 or night 2, however you see fit, have fucking Damage Control versus the Four Horsewomen.
God forbid we plan everything out like that, though.
Yeah, somebody else said it. I forgot who said it. I don't know if it was Disco and Conan, but somebody else said that they would have the Damage Control versus the Four Horsewomen at Mania.
But that's going to take a while because Charlotte's out on injury anyways.
Yeah, and it's 9 months and we're already in December.
And that's definitely not in time for Mania.
Yeah, no.
I don't think they're gonna let her. I wouldn't pay that money.
I honestly wouldn't sign Sasha Banks. Not yet.
And then if you sign Sasha Banks, are you signing her as Sasha Banks or Mercedes Monet?
That she can argue, depending on how good she does building herself up. She can go into WWE with that same. And the crazy thing is that before Bryan left WWE, they were gonna give him what he wanted to do, and that was to also wrestle in Japan. They were gonna grant him that. Yo, you could if you can manage to pull off signing back and still be able to go to Japan, but don't be outrageous with your price.
Yeah, but I feel like after what they did to the Garcia twins, I don't think he would ever go back. Even though the Garcia twins did talk shit themselves.
No, this is before the Garcias were finally like done with WWE.
Okay.
Yeah, this is before Bryan signed with AEW. They were gonna give him they were gonna meet his demand, but then it's like, I don't know. I guess he just wanted to be himself. The Bryan Danielson that's in AEW is not the Daniel Bryan in WWE. The wrestling styles are completely different, and he got to be himself. That the fans of him that have known of him way before WWE got to see him in AEW.
Yeah.
So it all worked out. So if Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet, can manage to build her name up to where they can meet her demands and she could still wrestle in Japan, yo, fucking go for it. But be reasonable.
Yeah, don't be greedy. Like, I feel like that's everyone. Don't be greedy. Like, you'll get more if you meet people halfway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but clearly she's not ready for that.
Clearly not. Well, this was fun.
This was fun. Very suave like. We gotta do this after the new year again.
Absolutely.
You know, we'll find out if fucking CM Punk whoops Dominic's ass.
You know he's gonna go over.
A fucking house show, bro.
Yeah.
Where the fuck can they find you, man?
Find me everywhere. Instagram, X, Threads, Facebook at It's Ray Pearson.
Pornhub.
Pornhub Ray Pearson. A lot of fuckery on there. YouTube.com/C/Ray Pearson. Or nowadays you could put the handle. So for YouTube.com/It's Ray Pearson. Check me out on all digital streaming music platforms. EP just dropped From the Heart. Check that out. And yeah, 2023.
Oh man, bro. So this is our last podcast of 2023. I hope we have many more like this. It was really dope. I thank you for always doing this with me. I'm grateful for everything you've done. But we're gonna have fun this Christmas. We're gonna get lit. We'll come back in the new year. Did you guys know that Ray Pearson made the Raw Zone Top 25 of 2023? Oh my God!
That's my victory face.
Your victory face? I'm still waiting for you to send me your address because you thought I was kidding. Or you never said some shit to me about it. Send me your fucking address, bro, so I can send you something.
Oh, sure, I got you.
But yes, so you can follow us everywhere, www.rawzonenyc.com. All of our social media platforms at rawzonenyc. Catch our Guerilla Talk podcast as well as Welcome to the Raw Zone. I said what I said. And of course, our shows on Elgin Sound Radio, In the Field Radio, Faded Radio, As for myself, follow me at imivy.xo_. And if you don't, oh the fuck well. We're gonna replay fucking Ray Pearson industry song. Introduce it for us and take us out of here, right?
Yo, this is my new song, The Industry, fresh off my brand new EP, From the Heart. This is The Industry, produced by Famine. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
You was dancing on this one. Oh, for sure. Okay. You know what I mean? Enough is enough. Mm-hmm. It's time to pop it, you know what I mean? Time to give me my flowers, you know what I mean? I don't want them later on when I ain't here.
I woke up feeling pissed, huh? First and foremost, just know this ain't a diss, huh? I gotta remember to take a breath. I got some stuff to get off of my chest. First the fat boys break up, the slaughterhouse breaks up. G-Unit can't keep it together, can't even make up. Is it a lie? New York is flooded with artists. Turn on the radio and you only hear 4 or 5. I remember a time it wasn't double XL, we had unsigned hype. We need the torch back. Y'all can have the freshman class, we need the source back. That's how you know who was iller. We got excited off 5 mic albums, them cats delivered. Nowadays, everybody's a critic. Every rapper screaming gang, gang, wanna be killers. I can't forget, I'm pissed at Jack Thriller. 16 or better was real ill. This is 50, it was the real deal. As it grew, you threw models in the back. For us, it became less room. Shoved your face between legs and went from 16 or better to the sex room. In my line of spitting facts, I wanted to get these raps off and rap my ass off, but you became another asshole who killed the platform. And radio been left us. They add fuel to the fire and disrespect us. They love to forget us. And how 50 ruined New York rap and those in charge of music directors. Y'all killed the art, so now I'm pouring one out. Y'all put dudes in suits and ordered them to water us down. Still y'all playing all the silly rap. We need Big Tigger in the basement. BET bring Rap City back. Leave it to them and I can picture it now. Big Tigger killing it. Then it turns into a drill fest. Insert styrofoam cups mixed with syrup. 20 dudes in the back starting to turn up. Still we have YouTube, sometimes Vimeo. Cause BET and MTV don't play videos. It's all scripted reality shows, that's the reality though. It's a shame that this game brings pain when these artists die. The fake love comes out, my feed gets flooded with lies. Black Rob was sick, I watched that clip like whoa. DMX was in his final days so he passed, I was like no. Before that, MF Doom passed on my birthday. Fred the Godson passed away in the worst way. Pop Smoke is pop cause the streets was watching. Even Huey got shot, no more pop lock and drop it. Damn, let me take another breath. I got some more to get off of my chest. Triple X killed, nominated. Mac Miller dies and gets nominated. Not hating, but what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure if these artists ain't die, it'd be the same named artists these awards would ignore. Lord forgive me, I gotta speak my mind. Is it a lie they did the same with Nipsey? March 9th represents the greatest of all time, and I can't forget 2-7 for Big Pun in the skies up in heaven. And rest in peace, Snip, we had to lay a king down on 411.